Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to my Scifiguys Minecraft channel with Scifiguy86. We're going to go ahead and add another episode to my Redstone Basics series. Now, something I want to talk about here. Last couple episodes, we talked about traveling with redstone up and down. We also built a couple of really basic piston doors. Now, when I start talking about piston doors, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Just a piston moving a block to open a way for you to walk through. There are many other piston doors that'll move areas that are 1 by 2, that'll move areas that are 3 by 3, that'll move areas that are 4 by 4, and even 5 by 5. I think I saw a 7 by 7 on PC, but I have not seen a 7 by 7 on Xbox yet. I've seen, I've created a 5 tall piston, or 5. I'm calling it a quintuple piston extender because it's 5 stacked sticky pistons that can extend and retract. But I haven't stacked them yet, so I can't do 5 in a row yet. Once I do, then I can make a 5 wide door, or 5 by 5 door. It'll even be 1 wide. All the work would be underground, so it'd be pretty interesting to see. Anyways, so Redstone Basics, episode 6, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, this is 6. So let's go ahead and get started here. What I wanted to work on this episode was talking about the length of pulses and seeing how we can extend and shorten and separate those pulses. Okay. So first off, we have. Let's go and put dust right there. Let's go ahead and put this on full tick. Full, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and figure exactly how this works. You press the button, it takes a certain amount of time to travel, and that pulse takes up a certain distance along the wire. Has a certain length of time that it powers it. Okay? Now that is the pulse. In order to shorten the pulse, it's a little more complicated, but in order to lengthen the pulse, it's really simple. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Pretty much what you do. Oops. Damn it. There we go. Button. First off, you're going to need 2 repeaters next to each other. Because what happens is the power will go from the button into the redstone. It'll also travel to this redstone. And then it'll hit both these repeaters and go into this. Okay, and then you can have your, device or whatever it is, and you'll see that when I line up a bunch of repeaters to this, it is now much longer. Not longer, much a longer pulse. So, okay, it extended it by 3 ticks. You can barely tell the difference, but if you want to extend it more, you can. You can go as many as, I believe it's 11 ticks, and then you have to make another one of these. Because if you go one more, it'll make a pulse separator. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, that actually made a pulse separator. There we go. That's a pulse lengthener. And you see how long that pulse is this time compared to this one? And this one here, nice and long. Okay. Then you have your pulse separator, which is going to be pretty basic too. But instead of having just one pulse, what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 different pulses that reach the... You kind of saw a preview of that, actually, just a second ago. Now on Xbox, this is the way that I've been doing it, because you need this extra repeater. Whereas on PC, it seems like that right there would do it. Okay. Now point in this would be to, let's say you have a button activated bread machine. You have a dispenser with a stack of 64 bread in it, and instead of walking up, pressing it, and receiving only one bread, you want to be able to walk up and receive like 5 bread or 10 bread. You would hook up a bunch of these to it, and then you press the button. There's 1 bread. Oh, and then it didn't even... That's weird. Why is it doing that? It shouldn't have extended the pulse that time. That's weird. Okay, well, as I said before, guys, I'm more used to Xbox, but the idea behind the pulse extender is you have a pulse that reaches your destination first, and then you have a pulse that reaches it after. See? So that way you have the second pulse. Now, see how this is really long repeaters here? A lot of repeaters and a lot of space. It's not very condensed. There's something else you can do right before you do these, and that is a pulse shortener. Now, I said those were kind of complicated, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. We're going to go ahead and bring in a bit of dust, a repeater, another repeater. This one's going to be on 4 ticks, and this one, oops, a repeater right there. There we go. And then you want to block right there and right there. And you want a sticky piston right there, but facing this way. There we go. And a torch right here. Okay. So when you press this button, it shortens that pulse. It powers it, but it also powers that piston a little bit after, so it cuts the power before it could really travel all the way through. So you're shortening that. I think it's like a 12 or 7 tick pulse. So we're going to see the effect here. What's nice about this is it's actually an adjustable shortener. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put lamp, oops, there we go, lamp, and we're going to want to press a button here. See how it's just 1 repeater on at a time now? Much shorter than we come over here to the original. 4 repeaters on at a time. You can also even make this shorter. Let's go to 3. Little bit shorter. Let's go to 2. Little bit shorter. And finally to 1. Just about as fast a pulse as you can really send. And the reason for that, this is 1 tick. That is a 2nd tick. So this sends this is literally 1 tick behind this, even when this is on the same timing. But you can extend that. I extend it for when I have contraptions like my magic drawbridge contraption. So it needs the extended pulse, but not quite as long a pulse as that. I mean, that's 4 repeaters. This here is just 4 ticks instead of 4 repeaters. So it's much shorter pulses that you're varying here. Also, if you want to extend this all the way up to that, you can. All you have to do is extend this out and power this repeater from back here instead. So it's really easy. Add more ticks before this torch. That's all. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Redstone Basics, covering pulse extenders, pulse separators, and pulse shorteners. In the next episode, I'll probably talk about T flip-flops. So stay tuned, guys. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.